All right, here we are, another Friday. Time to tackle another week of budgeting. The last couple weeks have been a little kind of all over the place in my personal life, so I've made some changes to budget categories. I had some stuff hit that I wasn't really expecting, so this is going to be a lot of kind of budget adjustment here. So, mainly, I am no longer in a relationship. I'll leave it there. That is, changed a little bit about how I'm going about the budget. Also, I had my dentist office call me and let me know that I had a balance that I didn't know I had because they were running it through insurance, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I had to pay $350 that I wasn't expecting to pay this week. But, luckily I'm at a point where I could just say, cool, let's pay it right now over the phone, get it dealt with so it doesn't linger any longer. But now I have to cover that. And then I've got my usual gosh darn overspending. Besides the $350, I've got some things here and there that I need to cover. I've, been coping with spending a little bit, just kind of not really following the budget super carefully. Luckily, it's not completely out of hand, and we are good to go to get right back on track. So let's start with all of this overspending. I have reconciled all my accounts so they are accurate. I made a payment to my cashback credit card before I realized that I should wait until I'm filming to do it, but so that's done. And let's get going. Just top down here, my personal care. What the heck did I buy? I bought a whole bunch of stuff, but then I also bought some nice incense for my room. That was a comfort purchase for sure. All right, let's get covering. Got some money left in groceries, but I gotta cover what I got. So there's that. All right, this is what this holding category is for. I knew I was going to go out and hang out with friends, and that is exactly what I did. Went out and had some drinks with a friend of mine. It was really nice. Let's go from there. And look at that. I didn't even spend my entire $75 that I set aside. I'm kind of shocked and very surprised by that. Go me, I guess. Wow. And then here we go to this guy, this $350 overspending, quote unquote. It is something that I already had done. It was a crown that they had to run through my insurance before they got back to me on how much I owed. And I guess I just anticipated it being much lower than this. I'm getting a lot of dental work done every time I get my insurance renews. So I had some money in this category a month or two ago, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm done. I don't need this anymore. And I moved it out. So that was dumb. I should not have done that. Why did I do that? And you know what? Lesson learned. Luckily, I do have this vision category up here. And it just means that I'm going to have to not get glasses this month. I have glasses. They're on my face right now. They are perfectly fine. I just wanted to get another pair. So we'll just put that off a little bit. And that's totally okay. And that's what we got to do. So we'll go here, cover it with pow. Oof. That hurts. All right. And that is it. That is my overspending for the month. We have figured it out, and everything's okay. All right, now I want to make a payment on this just while I'm here and thinking about it, because I don't like how high this balance is getting. It's just my daily spending, but this cost, and then I bought some plane tickets, it's just higher than usual. I'm just going to actually do what my cleared balance is, because if I do my uncleared balance, it gets confused. So we're going to do 86. We are going to save. Then I'll go on here and I'll do this on my actual account. And that is now entered. So I've got this money set aside for when this clears, and everything will be good. Got my paycheck to assign now. My underfunded amount is $1,900, and I have $500 ready to go. I do have another paycheck coming, but that's not going to be that. It's not going to be all the way up to this $1,900. That is okay. So I've kept my date night category in here, even though I am no longer in a relationship. And the reason that I'm keeping it is because I kind of love the idea of continuing to fund this and then spending it on taking myself out to do fun things. I live in New York City and I never do New York City things. I'll buy myself tickets to a show, or maybe I'll go to a fun restaurant, or maybe I'll go, see a comedy night or anything like that. Go to one of the billion things there are to do in the city that I never do. So I'm going to keep that. I'm just going to hang on to it and see if I can't find some fun stuff to do on my own in this period of my life. I'm excited about that. This is going to come out. So let's fund that finally. I was sharing an Instacart with the person that I was dating, and obviously I've now taken myself off of that account. Now I don't know what to do with this. I don't know that I'm gonna want to keep funding it if it's just me. I also hate going to the grocery store, but maybe I just need to get over that. If I'm paying for the whole membership, it's way less worth it for me than when I was splitting it with other people, because like it's $100 a year, which over the time is not crazy, but when I was paying $30 a year, that felt worth it to me, but it no longer feels worth it to me. I think I'm just going to delete it. You know what? I'm just going to make that call. Delete. Cool. Done. Put that money up and ready to assign and be done with that. I'm just not going to do it. That was easier than I thought. All right. Or I could just, you know what? I'm going to do this. Because my trip feels more urgent than the glasses do. I've got glasses, they're the right prescription and everything. Everything works great. So why not? Yeah, let's throw this here too. Here's my wish list. I've decided I want a whole new bedroom set, which is kind of on a whim. But again, not urgent whatsoever, not a need at all. So I'm just going to pretend we're not looking at that. You know what, though, is I just remembered I spent money that's about to come down the pipeline. I spent, just check the statement, $88.17 on a little nightstand for my room. I rearranged my entire room, and I wanted a nightstand, and I just kind of bought one on a whim. I didn't plan very well for that, but I do really love it. So no regrets, I guess. So let's put that right there, just so that way when it is ready to come out, it's already accounted for before I forget. Throw a week of date night money in here for myself. I can go save up and find something that I'm looking forward to. That's fun. I've got some food in the house, but I don't know that it will get me through the entire week, so let's just throw some more money on there and I'll go to the store. Ooh, but I'm also on vacation all next week from work, so I will probably be cooking a lot more. I will definitely be cooking a lot more because I do love to cook when I am home and hanging out. So I'm going to just put another 40 in there, make myself something nice and not feel, the urge to dine out, hopefully. No, I won't. I'm going to cook all my meals. It's going to be great. $100 for a week for one single person is plenty. And then I will throw the rest right here onto Mr. Dude. $42.67 onto that. Inching ever closer to his goal. I put, the date of this month on it, but it was just a recommendation from his vet. They said a year or so, and that was like 6 months ago. So I'm way ahead of the game here. Hopefully have that done next month and then get it scheduled in the spring. And he will be very unhappy with me, but that's okay. It's for his health. So, my underfunded, I was basing on lots of things, but this isn't actually a category that needs to be funded every week. I've got 23. I just realized I've only got $23 left here. Silly me, but you know what? My mom sent me a gift card for Christmas for $50, and 50 plus 23 is about 75, which is about how much I allocate for this anyway, and we're going to call it good on that, and I'm going to make it good. I'm on vacation next week. I have zero plans aside from a full deep clean and decluttering of my apartment, which this is geeky, but I'm really excited about. It's kind of just like a, reset on my life. So I think $50 and this 23 here, that's pretty solid. I'm very okay with that. Awesome. I feel great about that. All right, let's go slide on over to the student loans. All right, here we are. What do I got? I know what it is. My paycheck, $250. We can enter that right now, and that is good to go. Right to the budget. This one's quick and easy. We just put that $250 right on this additional payment while we keep thinking on what we're going to do with it. $710 so far this month is insane. Super proud of myself for that, honestly. I can't even, a couple months ago, this would not even have been possible for me, let alone with so much forethought. So that's exciting. That's it for me for right now. It's freezing cold in New York City today, so hopefully I will keep my butt inside and stop spending money. Next week, I'll be off all week, so hopefully I can make some other videos aside from the budget with me's, though these are my most consistent and honestly the ones I enjoy the most too. But we'll see what we got going. If you guys have anything else you want to see from me, I'm having a harder time than I thought coming up with ideas for stuff outside of my Friday budgets. This is the one I do most consistently, and the rest of the time it's kind of just staring at my fidelity, watching that dip in the market, and trying not to look at it too much. Thanks for checking in. We'll see you guys next week at the absolute bare minimum.